Welcome to the Cowboys versus Ninjas podcast. We get a lot of requests to cover some pretty imaginative stuff, but today we're diving into flash fiction, specifically tales that blend ninjas with a whole bunch of other genres. Like we're talking fantasy, superheroes, you name it.
It's pretty wild, right? These stories pack so much action and imagination into these super short narratives,
Yeah.
and it's going to be fun to break down what makes them tick.
Yeah, so we've got two stories lined up for you today. First, we've got Phoenix in the Shadows, which is all about magic, ancient artifacts, and one very determined young ninja.
Definitely. And then we'll be switching gears completely with Shadow Strike, which takes us into a world where a, shall we say, less than graceful ninja trainee, he gets a serious upgrade.
Yeah, he does. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to explore some really cool cross-genre storytelling. Let's get started with Phoenix in the Shadows. Right off the bat, we're thrown into a world where magic and ninjutsu are just everyday things. Like they exist side by side. It's not like one is more dominant than the other.
Yeah. It's pretty cool how the author just weaves those elements together. And then you've got this quest, right? A young ninja has to find this mystical artifact. What do you think about that initial setup? It's like classic adventure meets hidden world kind of vibe.
It's definitely got that Indiana Jones feel, but with ninjas instead of archaeologists. I mean, think about it. You've got ninjas who are all about stealth and skill, suddenly dealing with stuff like mythical creatures and sorcerers.
Right, like how do you sneak up on a fire-breathing dragon?
Right.
It immediately raises the stakes and makes you wonder how those traditional ninja skills are going to hold up.
Totally. And then we meet our main character, Ayame, and she's not your typical ninja. She's described as having this fiery spirit, which is interesting because ninjas are usually all about being calm and controlled. But she also has this hidden magical talent.
It's almost like she's got this inner conflict going on. She's trained to be this disciplined warrior, but then there's this magical side to her that's waiting to be unleashed. The story even mentions something about forbidden ancestry. What do you make of that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Forbidden ancestry. I think that adds a whole other layer to her character. Like, is there something about her family history that made her powers taboo? Maybe that's why she keeps them hidden.
It definitely suggests that her story is about more than just this one mission. And speaking of the mission, she has to steal the Phoenix gem from a sorcerer lord's fortress. We learn pretty quickly that this gem is crazy powerful. Like, it can give a mage unimaginable power.
So right away, you know the stakes are huge. It's not just about stealing a shiny trinket. This thing could change the balance of power in the whole world.
And the narrative really emphasizes how badly her clan needs this gem. So there's this added pressure on Ayame to succeed. Now, the description of her infiltration is classic ninja stuff. It says she moves like a dance in the darkness, bypassing guards with silent grace.
It really paints a picture of her skill and precision, right? You can almost see her weaving through the shadows, completely undetected.
But then, as she gets deeper into the fortress, things start to get weird. The air starts to hum with ancient power, and it's like this energy is reacting to Ayame's own magical abilities. She starts to feel this heat, like a fire burning inside her.
It's like the environment itself is pushing her towards her destiny,
Yeah.
you know? And then, boom, she finds the Phoenix gem, but it's not in some vault or hidden chamber. It's chained to the wrist of the sorcerer lord who's sound asleep.
Talk about a moral dilemma, right? Here she is, trained to be this stealthy warrior, and now she has the chance to take the gem, but it would mean taking advantage of someone who's completely defenseless.
Exactly. It really tests her sense of honor. And just as she's wrestling with this decision, the sorcerer wakes up.
Uh-oh. I bet that got her heart racing.
Yeah, but get this. Instead of attacking her, he looks at her and says, "You bear the mark of the Ember Clan, stolen by the shadows all those years ago. Come back at last." Like, what? It turns out she wasn't just some random ninja sent to steal the gem. She was taken from this place as a child.
Whoa. Talk about a plot twist. Suddenly, her mission takes on a whole new meaning.
It totally changes everything. And then the sorcerer starts talking about a prophecy. He says, "It spoke of one who walked both fire and shadow, destined to wield the Phoenix gem against the coming darkness."
So not only does she have this hidden magical heritage, but she's also prophesied to save the world. Talk about pressure.
Right. And remember that forbidden ancestry thing? Well, turns out there's this whole backstory about a rogue sorcerer who stole members of the Ember Clan because of their magic-infused bloodline.
Right.
So Ayame is like a descendant of these powerful mages.
It all ties together, right? It explains her powers, the clan's need for the gem, and why she was stolen as a child. But just as they're getting into it, the whole place is attacked by this winged monstrosity.
I know, right? Talk about bad timing. It bursts through the stained glass window, creating total chaos. But here's the thing. Ayame doesn't run. Instead, she jumps in front of the sorcerer to protect him.
It's like her instincts kick in. She's not thinking about the mission or the prophecy anymore. She's just acting to protect someone in danger.
And she doesn't hold back. She unleashes this blast of searing energy, using her blades to channel her inner fire. It's the first time we really see her magical abilities in full force.
And the sorcerer's reaction is amazing. He just whispers, "It's true," like he's seeing the prophecy unfold right before his eyes.
It's such a powerful moment. Anyway, Ayame manages to escape with the gem, but when she gets back to her clan, the elder is furious. He's like, "Reckless girl, stealing such an object, you've brought a war down on us all." It's clear her actions have huge consequences.
It really highlights the tension between destiny and free will. Like, maybe she's meant to wield the Phoenix Gem, but that doesn't mean she gets a free pass to do whatever she wants.
Exactly. The story ends with this feeling that Ayame is no longer just a weapon of the clan. She's this powerful force who's going to decide her own fate. It's a cool blend of classic ninja elements and epic fantasy.
It's really well done. Now, let's shift gears completely and talk about Shadow Strike. This one is a totally different vibe. We meet Benji, and he's basically the most awkward ninja trainee ever.
Seriously, he's always tripping over his own feet, bumping into walls, and generally messing things up. It's actually kind of endearing.
He's like the ultimate underdog, and he's super frustrated because he sees all these other ninjas, especially this sleek figure dressed in black, moving with such grace and precision.
It's like he's watching a ninja masterclass and he can't even get the basic moves right. But then, one night, something amazing happens. He's up on the rooftop feeling sorry for himself, and he trips and falls off the roof.
Oh no, that sounds painful. I'm guessing this isn't the first time he's taken a tumble.
Probably not, but here's the thing. Instead of crashing to the ground, he lands perfectly in a crouch. And then, these pale blue lights start glowing from his fingertips.
Wait, what? It's like he's suddenly got superpowers.
He did. At first, he's totally confused, but then he starts experimenting and realizes he can leap huge distances, and his punches leave these shimmering after images. It's like he went from zero to superhero in like 5 seconds.
I love how his immediate reaction is just awesome. It's so pure and enthusiastic. But of course, every superhero needs a villain, right?
Cue the entrance of this totally over-the-top dude in electric spandex. This guy is running around shooting neon energy blasts and cackling like a maniac.
It's hilarious. He's like the perfect comic book villain.
Right. And Benji, bless his heart, decides to spring into action even though he's still in his pajamas.
So we've got a pajama-clad ninja with glowing hands going up against a neon supervillain. This is going to be good.
It is. The fight is this crazy mix of glowing punches, impossible dodges, and Benji just shouting random things because he has no idea what he's doing.
But he's actually holding his own, which is pretty surprising. And there's this cool detail where every time the villain zaps him with energy, it's like some of it sticks to Benji, making him glow even brighter.
It's like he's absorbing the villain's power, which is super cool. Anyway, Benji eventually manages to subdue the villain, and the cops come and arrest him. But afterwards, Benji starts to feel this intense exhaustion, like he pushed himself way too far.
Yeah, it highlights the fact that his powers aren't unlimited. There's a cost to using them, which makes sense. It'd be kind of boring if he was just invincible from day one.
Totally. And then, of course, the news gets a hold of the story, and suddenly Benji's famous. They're calling him Benjamin, the glowing ninja.
Oh man, I bet he was mortified.
He was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
But here's the best part. His ninja master, Master Tanaka, isn't mad at him for using his powers. Instead, he sees this as an opportunity. He starts training Benji to use his new abilities, like incorporating rooftop leaping into their sessions.
Shows that even a traditional ninja master can adapt to new situations.
Mm.
He doesn't dismiss Benji's powers as some weird fluke. He sees their potential.
It's a really nice message. And Benji, he starts to realize that his clumsiness, which he always saw as a weakness, might actually be an advantage. Like he can use it to surprise people or lull them into a false sense of security.
It's like his whole perspective shifts. And in the end, he fully embraces his identity as a superhero ninja, which, let's be honest, sounds pretty awesome.
Right. Both of these stories take the ninja archetype and turn it on its head. One blends it with magic and destiny, the other with superpowers and humor. It's amazing what you can accomplish in just a few pages.
It really makes you appreciate the power of flash fiction. You get these little bursts of imagination that leave you wanting more.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, what other cool genre mashups are out there? Like, what about a cowboy who learns magic or a samurai who travels through time?
The possibilities are endless, and it's not just about the genres. These stories also explore really interesting themes about identity, destiny, and finding strength in unexpected places.
Absolutely. Ayame discovers this hidden heritage that forces her to question everything she thought she knew about herself, and Benji turns his biggest weakness into his greatest asset.
They both show that sometimes the things that make you different are the things that make you extraordinary.
And that's a message we can all get behind.
So, if you're looking for a quick dose of imagination and adventure, I highly recommend checking out some flash fiction collections. You never know what kind of wild stories you'll discover. And hey, maybe it'll even inspire you to write your own genre-bending tales.
That's a great idea. Now that we've explored these ninja-infused worlds, I'm curious to see what other creative combinations people come up with.
Well, that about wraps things up for us here on the Cowboys versus Ninjas podcast. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of flash fiction. And as always, we want to thank you for listening. Be sure to rate and follow for more Cowboys versus Ninjas episodes.
Until next time.